So how's Pluto treating you, huh? Hello, darkness, my old friend. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, how's Pluto treating you? Just like asking, just quit checking. I just want to see for science. If you are an Aquarius sun or rising and you're watching this, please, just for science sake, like leave a comment and respond. Like, let me know, like, how has life progressed since you got Pluto in January? How have things been since January? Just asking for a friend. Hi Aquarius, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2024. I just had to show you that. That was when I split the deck. I promise you, yes, some of you may be feeling or experiencing the hello darkness, my old friend bullshit. But I also feel like some of you are getting lit the fuck up and standing up for yourselves and being really direct and astute and witty and forthright and coming into a revelatory power. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, in some sort of way, there should be some variation of a revolution starting inside of you. And I wish you fucking would. Go off. Go off. I'm ready to get into it. I'm going to create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors. Let me get more in frame. Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2024. Welcome to the real start of 2024. Welcome to the season of Cardinal Fire. Your ruling planets are doing interesting thing, Aquarius. Saturn is really forcing you to figure out what it is that you believe in. Saturn is really asking you to get a freaking spiritual practice to get your shit together in regards to how you view yourself. And I feel like Saturn in Pisces is really asking you to be more structured with the balance of your logic versus your intuition. Saturn in Pisces is also forcing you to evaluate your mental health habits and like what's going on there. What's your part in it? What are you doing about it? What can you do about it so that you can have a happier everyday life? And then you have Uranus, which is upheaval. Ooh. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna show you this. And then we have Uranus, which is upheaval and innovation and change, electricity. Uranus in Taurus, I feel like is really jolting you as far as like, is this what you really want to do? Are you sure? Are you making steps towards doing what you want to do so that you can make money in a way that feels really purposeful to you? Money may maybe start to be a little funny for those of you who are ignoring the call, the higher calling towards your purpose. And speaking of higher calling, here's Pluto. And there is some sort of higher calling or some kind of nudge or like it's time to get off the fucking fence. I feel like your friend group is about to get really rocked, or who you keep, the company you keep is definitely going to be changing. And I feel like the divine is really trying to bring in people that you can collaborate with, that you can successfully co-create with, really trying to bring in new people and new connections that are actually going to like stick around for a while, that you can rely on. I feel like there's a general kind of weeding out or trimming of the fat when it comes to your friend group. And I don't feel like you're going to have to do a whole bunch of it. I feel like these people see themselves out. You know, 3:33 on the clock. Yes, because there's co-creation to be done. There's things to do. You're evolving in a way that is like there's this profound spiritual awakening that's happening for you guys. And that's the first step usually of the spiritual awakening, is you fall out of alignment with all the people around you who just want to party and bullshit. Because that's all they'll keep doing is just partying and bullshit and party and bullshit. And cool, but not when you got shit to do. Not when this kind of fire, plutonium, is being lit up under your ass. That's a catastrophic explosion. And I'm not saying that your life is going to explode. I'm saying your soul is expanding. 4:20 on the clock, I caught it. So hydrate, light it if you got it. And let's get in for Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. I also feel like a lot of you are going to start to like, your spiritual gifts are going to expand to a point where some of you may get freaked out. Some of you may think that you're crazy, but no, I just feel like you are being awakened. You are being activated. Dreams are going to get wild, and you got a lot to manage. So first thing out to be clarified on the selenite throne, Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising, what's going on with your relationship to flow? What's going on with your relationship to balance? What are you juggling? Are you taking on other people's portion? Is all that you're juggling yours to juggle? Because there's definitely some sort of emotional roller coaster happening. And I feel like you're waiting for your ships to come in, and things are maybe feeling a bit up and down. I feel like your relationship to the current timeline that you're in is going to be changing. Some of you hop timelines. Some of you really skip out on some of the arduous parts of this transformation because you've been developing this skill. High five. You've been doing the work. For a lot of you, I feel like some of you may be working 2 jobs. Some of you are entrepreneurial and you have ideas, and it's time to go ahead and get acting on that. This does indicate that there could be multiple streams of income. So the towers. So yeah, I said that money's going to get a little funny because Uranus is there, and Uranus doesn't want you complacent. And so I feel like some of you have dreams, and Uranus and Taurus is like, yo, get on with it. Your relationship to choice. I feel like it's time to make better choices for your body. You making better choices about investing in your self-worth is going to give you so much more confidence, and it's going to really help you make more money. There is something, maybe some of you have a choice to make when it comes to someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements. I feel like also some of you may be feeling juggled by someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. And I feel like you need to, if you feel like somebody's option, it's your fault for staying. I'm gonna just keep it real. Sorry, it's Aries season. I can't help it. I told all y'all to watch my mouth, and I barely can watch my own. So nice. So, okay, first card out is a 2 of Pentacles. There is a new flow available to you, and you've got to take a fine-tooth comb through all the responsibilities and obligations and duties that you've given yourself so that you can really make sure what you're doing and what you've taken on is actually yours to take on, because Pluto is here to, I'm trying to get all up in your mind. I'm telling you, like, Pluto's giving you a brand new cycle in the realm of your thought process in regards to clarity. I feel like there is something here about acknowledging, like, this version of you cannot steer the show. The wounded victim has been in the driver's seat for too long, and so there is a brand new way of thinking, new programs that want to come in, a need for you to understand that this, like, 12 hours of darkness that you've been going through, or that you've been through, the sun is starting to push things up. So there is this big positive change coming in. Center of the reading being the Ace of Cups. You want it or not? You gonna be receptive or not? You know, are you going to choose to stay in this mindset and miss out on what God has for you? Or are you going to transmute this darkness into the vehicle that it's always meant to be, which is going to propel you forward and launch you into profound success? And success is relative, like your definition of success. So the Ace of Cups at the center of the reading, the Knight of Pentacles says, you're moving slowly, and you should be. Your ruling planet has been in Taurus for fucking years at this point. And there's just something profound about realizing all the hard work and details that you have to tend to. Understanding that you need to be conservative with your time, with your energy, with your money. You need to understand that the darkness that you have access to, the anxiety, the depression, all of that shit, the tension of it all, they're messengers, and it's specific energy, and it's up to you to learn how to transmute it. And you can't learn how to transmute it until you interact with it and you spend time with your darkness and your heaviness, and you unpack it and you talk to it and you face it and you be with the shit. And eventually you'll get the opportunity to let it go. But right now, slow and steady wins the race. Final card, final message for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aries season 2024. Nice, nice, Aquarius. I'm telling you, it's propelling you forward into mastery. There's new people, new managers coming in, new people in authority, new friends coming in. I feel like your relationship to stability is profoundly changing because Pluto is forcing you to learn how to feel. Aquarians are known for being the least emotional sign in the zodiac, and for the next 20, after November, for the next 20 fucking years, you gonna feel today, boo. I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry, because you deserve to feel and be a fucking alive, because that is a part of being alive, is like the aching and the longing and the yearning and the confusion and the uncertainty. And it's just like, that's a part of the human experience. And everybody wants you to think it's fucking trauma, but it's just the human experience is suffering and elation and passion. And bruh, we're here to experience it all. And the fact that you have had access to 1111, you've had access to distance or emotional detachment for so long, it feels like you haven't gotten a taste of the fucking fullness, you know? And some of you are like, I don't want to taste, I don't need to know all that, blah, blah, blah. Too bad. You're here to experience it, you will. So there is initial stages of a new feeling, a new relationship to feeling. I feel like some of you, there could be a crush coming in. There may be somebody that grows in importance. It's funny, underneath, oh, okay. Underneath that, I'm gonna give you all a little taste of the plunge, which is the extended reading where we clarify all these cards that I do over on Patreon. And that's patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, we clarify all of these. There's all kinds of astrological content, just psychological content, daily readings you have access to, just as low as $8 a month. And come join my ethical cult. We're doing cool shit. You know, there's no Kool-Aid. Just put your tits out and hang out and listen. I'm just kidding. But for free shit, check out my Instagram at JustJ_everything, TikTok at JustJEverything, and for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. All the links are in the description box below, along with the channeled fucking song that I've been putting in the description box for years now. I hope y'all are peeping that. Someone leave a comment, let me know that you listen to the fucking song, please. Anyway, so bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups and then the Queen of Swords. So there is something here with a new relationship, with new love. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming in. I feel like this season is stripping you down and forcing you to feel. There's a new offer, something that I feel like grows quickly, something that's divinely orchestrated, something that feels big. And I feel like a lot of you are like, what the actual fuck do I do with all these feelings? And who do I express them to? And what do I do? And I don't know, like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, you've been so masterful in your mind, but now it's time to get more masterful in your heart. And so let me zoom out a little bit. No major arcana, which I love for you guys. I feel like the cosmos are already doing the redirection. There's not any like major rerouting. There's 2 court cards, 3 if you include the bottom of the deck, which lets me know that the company that you keep will be influencing you. So you need to be mindful of who you want around you, and are they supporting you, and are they pushing you in, are they supporting you in and you going in the right direction? Do you have people who will tell you the truth? Do you have people who will call you the fuck out? Do you have people who will call you on your bullshit? Like, you need people who are going to be like 100 with you. So because I feel like your mind is changing. Some of you have been so work oriented and overworked and burning yourself out. And if you don't pull back and start leaning on your creativity, on your spirituality, if you don't start honoring your emotions, you can really burn out, and you can really like fuck something up that doesn't need to be fucked up. So I suggest it's really important that you listen to your body. And your body is asking for a new flow. It's asking for your attention. And I feel like if you struggle with negative self-talk, if you struggle with optimism in general, it's time to start addressing this. And it needs to be prioritized. You addressing that pessimistic mindset needs to be addressed. It just needs, let's do it. And I feel like the divine brings in the people, the resources, the tools that you need to heal any kind of relationship, or heal any long-standing anxiety or depression or some kind of wound or grief that you've had. It's like the antibacterial flush is coming in to really clean those wounds and help you move forward, because there is some sort of, and I'm excited to clarify this and see how it manifests, but there's some sort of influx of love, of connectivity, of creativity. There's some sort of influx of fluidity in your life, just things feeling easier. This gives trine energy for the astrology girlies. There is some sort of, maybe somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I just feel like there's some sort of benevolence being bestowed upon you, and it's going to help you transmute your darkness into a new direction. Like, you turn your darkness into an actual direction. Like, you put it somewhere, you do something with it, and what you do with it leads you to mastery, and leads you to being a better version of yourself, leads you to being a happier version of yourself. Some of you, this may be medication. Some of you may be like finally considering getting on some sort of a medication. Maybe some of you are finally deciding to work out. Finally deciding to like, you need a new flow. That's what's happening. It's like you need a new routine. Saturn is in Pisces, and so you may be really noticing that, you know, there's a lack of structure in your life. And you're responsible now for imposing the structure. So how do you want to spend the first hour of your day? How do you want to, when are you going to work out? When are you going to eat? When do you want to work? When do you, like, it's time to get like on it. I love you. I'll see you over on Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. Let's get into it. The full version of the video, go to Patreon.